you guess what I'm making? It's going to be mushroom gravy. This is about a pound of mushrooms diced up, 1 small white onion diced, and about a half a tablespoon of minced garlic. So we're going to let that simmer. And here, I got a batch of mashed potatoes I whipped up earlier. Just keeping them warm now so I can have those with my mushroom gravy. Hi guys, so I'm making some mushroom gravy, and I'm making it the way that I discovered to make it probably about a year ago when I was doing the potato diet. So I didn't want to add any flour to my mushroom gravy to thicken it up. And of course I never add any oil to it, but you saw my mushrooms that were simmering with the onions and the garlic and a little bit of thyme, salt and pepper. And what I do now is I put about a half a cup of almond milk in my NutriBullet, and I would say about a cup of water, and I may add more water to this. It just depends how much liquid I need to get the, well, I want a lot of gravy, so I'll probably add a little bit more water to it. But to this, I'm going to add about 75% of my cooked mushrooms. Let me do that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, so you just want to make sure you cook those mushrooms till they're really good and tender. And of course, the onions should be translucent. Everything nice and tender. And I'm just going to scoop it out of there. And you could put it all in your blender if you like a completely creamy gravy. I like to leave a few little chunks of mushrooms in mine. Okay, so we've got that going with just a little bit left in my pan. Now here's the weird part. Well, shoot. I was just telling you about the weird part, and I thought I was recording it and it somehow shut off. The weird part is I take a big scoop of my mashed potatoes and I put it in there with it, along with just a tablespoon of this Better Than Bouillon, the no chicken base flavor is the one that I like. And then you put that in there in your NutriBullet and blitz it up real good. Now I'm going to put it all back in the pan. I'm just going to crank my heat up a little bit here. Pour this back in there. And then you're just going to bring it to a boil. I prefer doing this in my cast iron skillet, but I've got that tied up with something else right now. And as you cook this a little bit longer, it will thicken up a little bit more as you go. And if it starts getting too thick on you, you can just add a little bit of water to it. But this is just the best gravy I have ever made. It's my go-to gravy now. Don't those look nice and creamy? These are gold potatoes. They weren't called Yukon Gold, they were just called gold, but they're pretty good. I didn't care for them as baked potatoes. I didn't think they were quite fluffy enough. So I peeled and diced these up this morning and put 2 cups of water in my electric pressure cooker and cooked those for 15 minutes in my pressure cooker. And they really came out perfect. Then I just drained most of the water off, added a splash of almond milk, and that was it. It was super easy. So, what makes a good mashed potato is the gravy on top. And there you have it. Oil-free, flour-free, but absolutely delicious mashed potatoes and gravy. See you next time.